on third down.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down tonight.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Falcons take over first. Let's go, baby.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Chase on the hill on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
47, Mike. 23, 17. 47. Check Mike. Check Mike. Where do we go?
Working out of the gun. Winston. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. 95, 56. Ready? Hey, easy. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 52, Mike 52. Cover. Check. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. This is caught by Gill. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Check 43. Switch. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ito Smith, his first carry. Oh, and now some space to operate. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Breeze. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
First down, Saints.
Breeze now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56 right there. You're good, you're good. Let's do it. Ready. Check safety.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Breeze now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo. Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Sammy. Watch twist.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
No.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Situation. Let's go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Show it up, show it up.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He's crashing.
Again, it's Smith. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
You can't 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Yeah.
First down, Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Got to figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Easy. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Come on. Check the backer. Flip it. Green, triple T.
To throw is Winston. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
36. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check 50, check 50. Easy, opposite. Watch that equipment.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready? You ready? Check flag 47. Hey, watch your leg.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston is going to have the hook up to Gage. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
To throw is Breeze. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston looking in zone for Jones and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Green, triple team. Hey, watch the slant. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 56 the Mike, boys. 50. Let me go.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
56 to Mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 1st down, Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
A gain of 15.
What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's over. Check.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brees. The Sanders has got it complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Sammy! Hey, Zoo! 54.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 35, Falcons 31.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one true.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
56.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston looking deep for... He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He had another carry here tonight for Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Hey, stop. Let's go. Kill.
Now Ito Smith. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 38, Saints 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. is going to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Breeze now on 1st down. But that's complete to Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. 0-2.
Back to throw, Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
5-9. Hey, orbit. You're good. High forward, ready. Kill.
Breeze to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
21. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Sammy. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Kill. Play tight.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Good. High forward, ready. Opposite.
To throw is Breeze. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Bux's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Wait. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Flip it. Bang.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike's 54.
Winston to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Get ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate them.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Come on. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Okay, exit. Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. 50. You killed. Hey, Delta. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Under. What's your back? Grenade. Back.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, let's get it for working.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Go. Over. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's coming.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Check.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Murray, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. Kill. SOS.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
2-yard gain brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
Set. Yellow lady. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check nine, check nine.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.